In the sixth episode of Godfather of Harlem Season 4, titled The Visit, the rich tapestry of Harlem's underworld unravels, weaving together personal problems, political intrigue, and the never-ending chase of power. This episode goes deeply into its characters' psyches, demonstrating the fragility of alliances and the constant threat of betrayal. Bumpy Johnson's medical crisis. The episode begins with Bumpy Johnson dealing with the kidnapping of his trusty associate Del Chance, arranged by ambitious gangster Joe Colombo. Colombo's ultimatum is clear: give up a piece of his activities in exchange for Chance's release. This high-stakes discussion, carried out by Colombo's agent Frank Lucas Rome Flynn, puts enormous pressure on Bumpy, resulting in a sudden heart attack that lands him in the hospital. This health issue is a striking metaphor for the cumulative stress and moral compromises that characterize Bumpy's rule in Harlem. Visions of Malcolm X. Bumpy has vivid hallucinations of Malcolm X when he is in the hospital and sedated. These spectral meetings are not figments of a disordered mind, but rather symbolic representations of Bumpy's internal struggles. Malcolm's presence causes Bumpy to confront the conflict between his illegal activities and the larger struggle for African American empowerment. The conversations between Bumpy and the apparition of Malcolm X highlight the conflict between personal ambition and collective responsibility, which is a recurring subject throughout Bumpy's. Frank Lucas's moral quandary. Frank Lucas, first portrayed as Colombo's devoted subordinate, finds himself at a crossroads. Frank's meetings with the captive Del Chance serve as a trigger for introspection, as he is tasked with carrying out Colombo's instructions and, if necessary, eliminating Bumpy. Through their chats, Frank learns about Bumpy's leadership and the nuances of Harlem's power relations. This unexpected perspective casts doubt on Frank's commitment to Colombo and prompts him to reconsider his participation in the impending power struggle. Elise and Sadique discover betrayal. Parallel to the main story, Elise Johnson and Sadique investigate the inner workings of the Black Panther Party. Their inquiry reveals a mole within the organization, which threatens to undermine their efforts and jeopardize their safety. This subplot emphasizes the pervasiveness of infiltration and the ongoing vigilance required to protect revolutionary movements. The finding of the traitor not only puts the Panthers in jeopardy, but it also adds to the already tense situation in Harlem. Olympia Gigante's return. Olympia Gigante's surprise return adds to the episode's intricacy. Her return to Harlem is motivated by a desire for vengeance, upsetting the delicate balance of power among the city's criminal factions. Olympia's presence serves as a reminder of previous misdeeds and the long-term effects of unsolved conflicts. Themes and symbolism. The visit expertly blends personal suffering with greater socio-political critique. Bumpy's health crisis represents the unsustainable nature of his lifestyle, while his visions of Malcolm X highlight the moral uncertainty of his decisions. Frank Lucas's internal struggle exemplifies the difficulties of balancing loyalty and ambition in a world fraught with deception. The incident also highlights the vulnerabilities of revolutionary movements, emphasizing the value of unity and awareness. Conclusion. Episode 6 of Godfather of Harlem Season 4 is a moving investigation of the human condition set against the backdrop of crime and revolution. Through its rich character studies and interconnected episodes, The Visit paints a gripping picture of the costs of power, the weight of conscience, and the never-ending search for forgiveness. As Harlem teeters on the edge of disaster, the decisions made by its important players will definitely determine the course of the series in the coming episode. Thank you for watching.